Promotions are charged in the arena. Everybody's loving it. We're good. It's going to be a great game.
I got my energy drink, and Bryce is bringing that fire.
Unnatural energy. Let's go.
Bringing
on
that
board
fire. I'm
right
ready for
away
it.
with Slasher as we go into Valkyrie Hardpoint. And of course, I love Valkyrie Hardpoint. When this map got added, it's one of those maps that I just like how fast and furious it is. Like, the rotations are crisp. There's a lot of indoors, a lot of tight gunfights.
When this map got added, it took me like 3 events to learn the name of the rotations. Just because it came in so late in the game. But in this one, you got TJ and Gunners. They're going to pick up 3 kills together. And now that's going to be a wipe. Lethal spawning up now. You got Riot Nation with control over this ventilation room, and they're locking it down. We'll see if Lethal Gaming can kind of get in and break through. But, you know, Bryce, do you know a little bit about this Lethal Gaming squad?
I know a little bit on it. Teddy Rex has been around for so long. I've just seen him here and there, and I've seen him do great work in S&D in the past, but the rest of Lethal Gaming, I'm not as familiar with, no.
He needs to do some better work now. He's going to pick up his first kill on the board. Going to find one on TJ Halley. But this Riot Nation team, and if you're new to watching CWL, this has been a team that has pretty much been dominating the circuit over the last 4 events. You know, they're one of the favorites to come in and win this as well.
Teddy Rex, by the way, we're just talking about him. Just went from 0-4 to 6-4. Just absolutely destroying as soon as we mentioned his name.
And, yo, that's how it works sometimes. And I think, you know, I saw that he did get a glide bomb. Didn't see if he got his tier 2. No, he was just a little bit off of that. But Teddy did pick it up, called to action. And now rotating towards Operations Bunker. Lethal trying to, you know, the kills are falling in their favor. They got the rotations. They're just trying to keep this flow. And this spawn down low, Rise is going to start setting up towards storage.
They certainly are, and Teddy Rex really is picking it up. Rise Nation, one of the favorites to come into this tournament. Right now, down against Lethal Game, of course. Early doors, nothing too much to worry about. But there could be a little bit of disparity as we go on. Rise are talked about as the elite team. There are still people out there that consider them the best in the game, even though they lost to TK just a few short weeks ago.
Yeah, you know, and that's very true, and it just shows how dominant this Rise roster is. You know, Slasher, possibly, you know, best they are in the game. You know, you got Gunless, just so dominant, if not the best player in the game. And so this team, they have all the pieces, and TJ Halley is just such a star. You know, he's just such a star. He is so aggressive, and you're going to see him. You see him right now currently 8-8, but, you know, you're going to see him go on some big sprees during this matchup as well. That's going to be 3 kills in favor of Rise. They got a great lockdown towards Storage Bunker. Just 20 points left in this hill, and you're going to see Lethal make that early rotation, start setting up an office. And when you're playing a team of this caliber, you got to know when to give up those hills and when not to contest and waste that time and give up those precious spots. Well,
incoming double glide bomb there from Lethal Gaming. Trying to get the time onto this one as it is about to tick. You can see right now, Rise Nation, they are stacked outside. Can they break in? Waiting for their 4th member. It's going to be TJ Halley coming in, but it's also Gunners. He's gone in as well. Looking for it. Looney comes around the corner. He gets killed. It's Rabbit, and he picks up the snap with a 2, and that streaks as well. He just needs to get one more kill for those tier 2s to come in. But right now, Rise Nation showing you exactly how to break a hard point.
And they did it so flawlessly. They knew where to, they pushed in unison, traded out those kills. Looney still on his 6th streak, looking for one more to get that tier 2 and get that tier 3 streak as well. So he's going to be prone just being patient. Going to see a guy towards his left. He knows this is the kill in which he wants, and there you go, fully streaked out for Looney. And I didn't say much about Looney when I was kind of going down a roster, but Looney, man, he is a great player. If not, actually, I'm gonna be honest with you, Looney's probably one of my favorite players on the entire circuit, because I remember when I, kind of first got into COD towards last year, that devastating loss that he took towards the Pro League, and for him to come back from that loss and have a season like this, it just shows his hard work, dedication, and passion. You gotta love the guy. He's sitting at 15-4, currently on a 9 streak. Can we go over and watch Looney? Yeah, because Looney is just firing off.
10 streak?
Yep.
That's probably, I don't know what the record is for streaks so far at the World Championship, but I mean, Looney's gonna be coming close to whatever it is. May even be it.
Oh, actually, I'm curious as well.
I haven't seen a big streak this week. I've seen a few big streaks this weekend, but 10's pretty high so far.
But you talking about for the weekend or for the entire season?
Just for the weekend. Oh, okay. Just a champ streak.
All right, yeah, no, we had an 11 streak yesterday. I think Sukari had one.
Oh, okay.
Sukari had one against TK, I believe, on that map 4. So a few of them, but still. nonetheless, a great start for Looney. He hasn't let up yet at all. Still had those streaks to use, but they're locking down that hill. You look at the score, Rise Nation has just been building it up.
Lethal Gaming has had a really good start to this game.
Yep.
And Rise Nation kind of just flipped the switch. And that's kind of like Looney being a catalyst and bringing it back up here. They're already on the rotation for the new hard points. We go straight into that middle ventilation room. And yeah, Rise Nation, they're kind of asserting their dominance here. Lethal Gaming, great start. Rise have heated up though, and it is being a struggle, but Super manages to get two here, but he's waiting for his teammates to come in, not able to get the third. Looney pushes out, but it will allow Lethal Gaming now to get in that hill and get some points. 40 seconds still left to go. Rise Nation cannot allow them to take all of this time.
You know, especially in the early game, Rise Nation was like, okay, Lethal, you guys want to play, let's turn it up a notch. And ever since then, they've slowly started to build this 100-point lead that they had. And now you got Lethal Gaming getting some time in on this ventilation room, but they're about to get cleared out as I speak their name. And Rise moves in to pick up the rest of this time. Also, you're going to see number 3 is Looney. He's going to start putting himself in position up top map as they move over towards that next hill.
They certainly do. All right, here comes the rotation. And this is very important. Lethal Gaming desperately need this to get the points back into it. If Rise Nation get a big hold here, it could be curtains straight away on this map. So let's see whether or not they can do it. Looney ends up going down, and you're seeing kills coming now for Lethal Gaming as they will take control. TJ Halley trying to stay alive, but he's all alone. Does get one kill. Ramby's now looking for him. Doesn't see him quite. TJ Halley actually goes around the corner, not quite able to get it either. But you can already see how these rotations are coming back in. Very big. Yep. Looney's in a great position, except for the fact he's got shot in the back.
Yeah, and so now moving in towards Operations Bunker, you got Lethal Gaming kind of flooding through. This would be a big hill for them. If they pick up the rest of this time, they're right back in it, only be down by about 40 points or so. The question is, can they hold it strong? And that's exactly what they're going to do. Now TJ, he's going to give it one more attempt at trying to break through. He gets one kill, recognizes where the second is. TJ gets some help as well. So now this scrap time is going to go in favor of Rise Nation. Also, you had Looney and Slasher start moving down towards storage. They're looking to break through, but they run into Teddy Rocks, and he's going to rock one, but falls down to Slasher. You got Rise Nation looking to get set up. They're going to break that 200 marker now.
They certainly are. However, the most important thing there, Lethal Gaming managed to rebuff that Rise Nation pressure, and they will have first control as we head into storage. They still need these points. Rise Nation are already above 200. They are trailing so far behind. They need good rotations. They can't even really, at this point, afford to give up much scrap time.
They really can't at all. They're going to have to play for all of it. At the same time, you at least want one of your players to start streaking out, and maybe it's going to be Super. If Super can get some streaks in his belt, it's definitely going to be a staple to the Lethal Gaming roster coming back. But as I say that, he's going to fall. So Rise Nation getting this, looking to break through the storage bunker. Lethal still holding it off, and Rise is going to get through. Super's going to come in late, but the rest of the scrap time goes to Rise. But like you said, you really can't give up that scrap time. You know, the score is going to go up to 250, and Rise Nation already passed that 209 mark. So you got to stay on them. But yeah. Lethal Gaming is not over just yet. If they get one good hold, they're back in this.
They certainly are. They're doing a really good job. But Looney's in here now. He's actually just juggled the hill. I don't know if he's trying to get some streaks here in this light part of the game, but it looks like he was looking for that enemy player, knew he was there as well. And Looney's just trying to keep this pressure up. He knows his teammates are coming off that respawn, so he knows he has to kind of delay the enemy team because they will have numbers here. But TJ Halley and Looney combining for 3. Rise Nation take full control of Office, and it should be pretty much their game from here on out.
We'll see if Lethal can get a good break. Rise in the hill. Super's going to find one. But Gunless holding off strong. He finds 2, and he has help there as well. They know exactly where the spawn is coming in from. They're going to put themselves in some power positions. It's going to be hard for Lethal to break this way. They're going to try to push through ventilation room and try to get a flank, but it's already Rise Nation players watching those areas as well. Now, Rise cannot win off this hill, so it will rotate over towards smokestacks. Lethal Gaming is going to need a flawless hold.
They are certainly going to do that, and this is where it's so dangerous here, because you start getting a little bit panicked if you're Lethal Gaming. Like, you know that you have to contest and you don't get the advantage of maybe pushing out and making those kills further out, because you know you have to be in that hill.
Yeah.
4 seconds is nothing.
Nothing at all.
You know you can't let a single thing slip.
You can't leave it whatsoever. You got to get every single kill. You need to be turned up, but also at the same time, you need to be early to those next rotations as well.
Yeah.
So you at least need 2 players that are just beaming, that are just firing off on all cylinders to perfection. But as we say that, here comes Rise. Well, hold on.
I mean, he managed to do it. This is going very well.
But that's the gunfight in which you needed to win. We said they had to play to perfection. but Rise Nation comes out on top and win this one 250 to 171.
So there's a part there that I kind of want to talk about because it was what we were alluding to. So Super actually had the chest high cover there on the barrel. He was in a good position, and normally he would have waited for another teammate to help come in and trade with him. He would have just sat there and waited for a player to come around, and then he may have pushed it. But he actually had to jump out there because the enemy player was on the hill. Now, he did make the kill, but in that scenario, pretty much on any other point in the rotation, you would have waited for a stack to come in.
Okay.
But that's the issue with getting into that kind of scenario.
Yeah.
If you're that far behind, you can't afford to give away points.
It's so
you
hard to
have
come
to
back.
challenge things you normally wouldn't. Now, it worked out this time, but it's not the logical way of playing this game, if that makes
Now,
sense.
I want to say when Rise won the game, I heard some player get up and start screaming. So I'm assuming that it came from this match. So who knows? Maybe Rise got a little bad blood off the other side of Lethal Gaming, because it looked like they were very, very excited to win that one. But you take a look at the rest of this map cycle. London Dock, Search and Destroy. Then you got Flag Tower, CTF, St. Marie du Mont, Hardpoint, and Arden Forest, Search and Destroy if we do go the distance. But so far, Rise in control of this series. Moving on over to London Docks, and Rise, they've been playing great all weekend long, making this look easy.
Yeah, they certainly have. Now, Search and Destroy, again, I think Lethal Gaming have a really good chance in Search and Destroy. It's always one of those ones where a lower ranked team like Lethal can cause an upset. But this is something I always talk about when I'm casting here is the difference in tiers of these teams, right?
Yes.
It's not just a sliding scale. There are literal different levels to this. And Rise Nation, they are pretty much the definition of an elite level team. There's very little weakness in this squad. They have the star power. They have the ability to go off. They have superstars on there as well. It's a very difficult team to beat in any single game mode on any single map. So Lethal have this massive uphill battle to get through. And, I mean, just, like I said, it's one of the teams that were hot favorites coming into champs.
Exactly. Like you said, there's tiers, and Rise is at the top. No matter how you put it, Rise is in that top tier. And when you watch them play, they show us all the time why. And, Gunless, he's just one of the greatest minds that we have on this circuit. Always, bringing something new out of his bag full of tricks, and always making his game look easy.
It certainly is. Again, like I said, that tier right now, I think the elite tier, as we call it, and you've probably heard some casters talk about it this weekend, the elite tier right now is TK, Rise, and Red.
Okay.
Like, that's the tier we're talking about. But the thing about an elite team is you shouldn't really have any weaknesses here, and TK have not had a great start to the weekend. There was some alluding to whether or not if they had to beat Epsilon or whether or not they would qualify, but I think they're okay.
Yeah.
I haven't checked on that game in a little while.
Yeah, but we're going to see about that one. We're going to see about that one soon. But it's actually 1-1.
Okay, that makes sense. I think TK would have absolutely smashed them on the hard point, and then Epsilon are just good at S&D.
Yeah, and but that's a difficult situation to have yourself in group play. Especially with that much money on the line, and also coming out winning stage 2. As a team who wins an event like that, coming into champs just a few weeks later, you even hold yourself to a certain expectation, that you hope to live up to. But in this one, we're about to go on to map. Not going to map 2. We're going to come back to us just now. But like I was saying, when you win an event, you have so many expectations of just coming out and you want to have a smooth groups going into that championship bracket. Want your confidence over 100.
So I'm going to have to interrupt you there. Sorry. So this is an interesting thing, actually, that was talked about the other day. Coming into this champs, it's actually very competitive groups.
Yeah.
And that's where we've seen some teams actually kind of slip up. Like, for example, United and Splice are now playing each other next game to find out who makes it into bracket play because Team Swing came out swinging.
They guaranteed to go through. That's exactly what happened.
This is a ridiculously competitive champs. A lot of these groups are very even across the board here, and a lot of them are very difficult. Like Group A, which we've been talking about here, Lightning Pandas came out swinging. Heretics have looked fantastic. Epsilon have looked like Epsilon, but Team Cal have looked pretty good, and they're the champions, right? But people have been talking about the other teams in this group.
That's actually the game.
That's how competitive this champs is here, is that nobody is 100% settled on who's winning what.
That's what I want to see. I want to see Lightning Pandas versus Heretics. I knew that's going to be a good one. Heretics, Sukri was just firing off yesterday and playing out of his mind. So I know they're going to be trying to work hard hard to push through. But like you said, it's very competitive. But Team Swing, man, you know, you're from the EU community. You know a lot about those guys.
Yeah.
Were you expecting their performance?
I actually had them down as kind of a dark horse, and I explained this to a few people before. Don't let the fact that they don't have an org phase you. Don't let the fact that you haven't seen these players in a little while. We're talking about people like PD, Moose, Quicker, who was on HD and did big work. And Weeman's been actually around for a little while, and this is maybe his first big international exposure. But it didn't shock me that much. I said this is like a chemistry team, one of those teams that comes together and just does well because they have nothing to lose. But enough about Team Sween. Let's get into this one. Search and Destroy, Rise Nation, Lethal Gaming.
You know, it just shows that chemistry, man. Sometimes it's not all about skill. If you can find a good team that you got great chemistry on and great teamwork, you will go far. But if you have skill and chemistry, you may look like Rise Nation. All right?
Now, it is going to be a 1 versus 4 to kick things off here on the Search and Destroy. And he's actually got one. That was actually a little bit of a slow close down there for Rise Nation.
Big plays. If he can get Gunless, but Gunless is going to spot him. He's going to start pre-firing, slashing,
moving in. He's going to be challenged from 2 different angles. No way he gets it.
3 angles, off the top and off the sides as well. Nowhere in which he can go. That synergy from Rise Nation. They're going to come in and take round number 1 on their offensive round, Lethal Gaming. Moving towards the other side now. We'll see which bomb site they want to prioritize first. But Lethal Gaming, this is a must-win map for them to at least get some confidence, momentum, especially going into that CTF.
Well, based on what I know about the groups, I believe whoever comes first in this is first seed. Whoever loses this is second seed.
Okay.
So it's pretty much a seeding thing here to figure out who goes where into the group and obviously further into the bracket.
Woo!
Oh!
Super.
That was a super snipe. I know that much.
Let's see if he can find another one. Based off the X-rays, Looney's not going to be coming up those dock stairs just yet because him and Ramby are going to trade off nade kills on each other. Playing hot potato.
Oh, it seems like Zaptus knows exactly where he is, and now it's all in a 1 versus 3.
All right, Zaptus looking to push through. He's trying to get this bomb down, and yes, he will. He's going to take some shots, though. And Gunless is going to pick up that kill. So, it's a 1v2 situation for Gunless. Bomb's going to be down. He's going to find Super.
Oh, my goodness.
Super
Gunless
almost turned on him, though, a little bit, though. But you still got to hit that shot. Teddy, he's going to find Gunless off the side. Gunless not looking both ways.
Admittedly, right, if you're Gunless, the last place you expect to see the last player on that team is on your side by dock.
Yeah, that is very true because you're expecting this guy to kind of be watching a bomb off the other side, maybe back bus or something along those lines. But you saw just
you wouldn't expect him to be with you, right? Like you just wouldn't expect that. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Gunners come very close to 1v3ing there. Like that's going to be scary for Lethal Gaming. But fortunately, Teddy Rex, he was not near the bomb site, and that gave him the advantage. Because Gunless had no idea.
Look at Gunless. Always putting me on game, man. You know, always showing me new nade angles that I've never seen. But in this one, TJ looking to break through the side. Not going to be able to get through that clock tower just yet. Looney's going to find first blood in this round against Teddy. So they got a lot of pressure. Rise Nation has a lot of pressure towards this B bomb site. We'll see if they can get that bomb down. But some nades are going to hit the bomb site. Here comes some shots, but Lethal Gaming not able to get any kills just yet, and they're going to find one on Looney now. Even as the odds, 3v3, under a minute left in this one. Bomb's going to be down on the site as well.
Oh my goodness, Sue just managed to get that headshot with the sniper, but it is a 2 versus 2. It was advantage to Rise Nation. That advantage has disappeared. However, Gunner sees one, trying to get it. He's going to get out of there because it's almost gets taken. Oh, goodness! Stop snapping!
Oh my God! But even if he would have just got that last bullet out on Super, that would have been fantastic. Super has that snipe.
He's going to chase him. He's going for this kill. He's going for it.
He's looking the wrong way. But it does. Oh, is he?
No, he's useless, and they don't exactly know where each other are.
He's making noise too. Oh, he's still alive. And Slash is weak too.
Anything could happen.
Oh, yes, he got it.
Oh, Super got it. Super got it.
A little ring around the rosy between Slasher and Super.
I've never been so nervous in my life.
That's like actually some next level 1v1 just because like every movement you're just making that assumption, okay, he's going to do this and go left. And he's like, nah, he's going to think I'm going to do this and go left. I'm going right. And just a little back and forth.
I had no idea who was going to win that one. Like they brought each other weak twice.
Yeah.
And had to re-challenge. But Lethal Gaming do take the lead now in the Search and Destroy. Let's see how they play on their offense. And it looks like they may go straight for that A.
They're going straight
they're
through mid-map, and they're gonna get into a few engagements mid-map. So, but those engagements is gonna be won by Rise Nation. Ramby's gonna get a nade over the top. Teddy finds a kill, but he falls as well. So you had 3 players of Lethal Gaming trying to rush through that barrel site, but they ran into a brick wall of Rise Nation players, and they was able to finish them out quick.
So here's the only thing I've really noticed about this game so far. Rise Nation, when they won the round, it's been very dominant, very easy for them. Very controlled.
Yeah.
When Lethal have won it, you know, they almost got 1v3. It come down to a 1v1. It's not been the cleanest of round wins for them. So right now, you've got to say Rise is still in probably the better position because it could actually very easily be 4-0.
Yeah, and you know what? I take that as just kind of Rise Nation making the most out of their advantages, right? You give these guys a man advantage. They usually make the most of it, playing out their numbers and playing out those trades. Also playing very, very aggressive. And you see, prioritizing this A-bomb site. Trying to get through, gonna bank that nade off the side. Gonna get the tag on that player. Looney's gonna be patient before he plants this bomb, and TJ is gonna clear out the site. Still gonna be a few players. You see Lethal Gaming in rotation. Rise still does not have bomb down. They're not gonna be planting it yet either.
Keep it on Slasher.
Kill. And at this point, yeah, you're gonna get this bomb down. You got, you got a 2-man advantage. And Slasher, he's on the flank, looking for one, and he's gonna find Super. He's gonna have that snipe in hand as well. Once again, he's gonna find Ramby also.
I thought he actually got that kill, but Looney picked it up. But yeah, Slasher went the long way around. As soon as they got numerical advantage in that small area around A bomb site, Slasher hit a long flank, knowing that the entirety of Lethal Gaming would be shifting over.
Yeah.
And again, another comfortable round win for Rise. It wasn't too difficult for them.
Nah, yeah, you didn't see them at all sweat during that round. Everything went according to plan. They're going to have a 1-round lead. We'll see if Lethal Gaming can take a page out of their book. So on their last offensive round, they flooded 3 people through barrel building and tried to get towards mid-map. It's looking like they're going to branch out a little bit more and take the dock side. But I don't see no smokes hitting the ground either. So that's one thing. But so you see number 3, Gullens, he has that intel. He's let the whole team know, hey, I just saw 2-3 guys cross on over. They're going towards, they're playing the dock side. Ramby was watching the flank. Didn't let TJ get too crazy towards the back lines. And he's going to find him and find Looney as well. So this is a comfortable position for Lethal Gaming.
It is. However, you can see they've left the bomb, so we're going to have a long flank there by Ramby. He's going to go watch mid again.
They got to
problem being is they can't engage him for that long. Like, they have to get towards that bomb. Oh, he's trying to get him, just not quite able to.
1v1 now. Anybody's game. Teddy's going to see Slasher, and he's going to be able to take him out.
Another one by one by Teddy Rex. Again, it comes down to a 1v1. Whenever Lethal Gaming win,
yeah,
it's just not that comfortable for them.
Hey, at least they can clutch up towards that, towards those the later end of the rounds, and that's what I can take from that. But Lethal, 3-3, they're gonna have to try to close this one out. But this would be a confidence builder going into, like I said, that CTF. Also, if Rise Nation was to lose the series, the way I don't know how bad they'd mess up the bracket. But
well, I already know we're talking about the bracket being heavily sided with what I would like to call more famous teams or the bigger teams.
Yeah, bigger names.
I'm not going to say better because if you've lost your games, then you're clearly not the better team in the group. That just doesn't make sense. So yeah, I don't know. I've been told the bracket's getting pretty stacked.
All right, I can't wait to see that one at the end of the day, so we can see what we'll be working with going into Friday and entering our first day at Nationwide Arena. So Slasher, he's going to be mid-map. He's in a 1v2 situation now. We've seen in a lot of these rounds come down to 1v1s that Lethal has won, all of them to be exact. Slasher, he's going to tag this player up.
Look at them. They're dancing around with him.
Yeah, but you see how he's watching both angles? He got an eye on each side. He's going to try to tag down Ramby. He's peppering them both up. You know, and he's staying alive as well. He's going to get hit with that stun. That's going to affect him. Lethal not able to make the most of it.
Just not engaging on him fully. And they're just...
But they're fine with wasting time because they know that he has to get this bomb. You know, so they're not trying to die, and they're playing it smart. And Ramby, he gets the headshot that's needed. But yeah, don't get too aggressive. Don't put yourself in a position for Slasher to clutch up on you. Let them have to go for that bomb and let them have to plan it. Just play as far back as you can. Keep a good eye on them, and that's exactly what Lethal did.
Very well played, actually, by the guys there on Lethal Gaming. To be honest with you, you've got to say that's exactly how you should play it. Slasher almost killed them twice, but they managed to just keep away. Force him to make the moves, force him to come into your advantage, and they did exactly it. Lethal Gaming now ahead 4-3. Can they sort this map out?
About to find out now. Ramby's going to take this bomb. Number 6 is going to be Teddy, and he's just in a back spawn still. He hasn't left his position. Does he plan on staying there? Can we actually go to Teddy? I just want to see. Well, actually, yeah, there you go. Okay, he's just going to be prone. Slasher does find a kill in the middle.
Oh.
Okay, Slasher finds 2. All right. So now they just going to have to back up. That bomb's down. You got to have to find you some kills. The question is where they want to rotate. And this is going to be Teddy with the bar. Fully stacked out, extended mag, grip, quick draw. See what he wants to do.
Well, right now they're trying to make a kill. In this scenario, they need to make one more kill to bring it back even, and Super gets it. Now they have a little bit more wiggle room on the map. It's 2 versus 2. Teddy Rex looking for another player. They bring it back to a 2 versus 1. It's now TJ Halley to clutch.
We'll see if he can do it. TJ, he knows the bomb's down. He's going to be watching through cold. 26 seconds left on the clock. TJ does not have to make the move just yet. He just needs to peek that B bomb site one time because he knows that they have to plant it at the B site. I think Teddy knows where TJ is. He's going to see him pop out, get some shots in, managing to stay alive. Is his teammate going to get a bomb planted? Yes, he does. Going to poke out, and he's going to clean up the kill on TJ. Lethal for the first time on this map. They're going to get a 2-round advantage.
Yeah, and Lethal Gaming ready to take this map point, bring it back to 1-1. Rise Nation, so much work to do. And I did say, Lethal Gaming, if they have a chance, it's right here.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of momentum for this squad. Rise, the question is, can they close out Slasher? He's had a phenomenal game, 10-5 so far. Off the flip end, you take a look at Lethal, and it's just, teamwork, right? That's what I can kind of look at this when I look at the kill feed. Pretty much even across the board besides Zapdos. But now Slasher looking for his 11th kill. He's going to get hit with that nade, going to slow down. The pressure's coming through, but he's going to dodge him. He has Gunless watching his back. This bomb is going to be towards the B bomb site, and Teddy's going to find a kill. Gunless and TJ finds one as well. Teddy evens the odds again, and he's putting in that work. 9-6, 2v2 situation, and Teddy finds a 3rd. Can he get the ace in this round? Taking some shots. He's going to pop back up, looking to finish it. Going to tag him up with that nade. Here comes the push. Teddy goes down, but Zap comes in and locks this map in for Lethal Gaming.
Well, there we go. Lethal Gaming will take map number 2, bringing this back to a 1 versus 1. And you know what? It didn't matter how close their rounds were. They won in the end because they did win them, and they did end up taking it 6-3. So, Lethal still
man.
firing back.
This CTF, man, I'm excited for it. It's going to tell us a lot about on how the series is going to go. We know how deadly Rise is on those respawn game types. A lot of talent in that team, but Lethal, they have came to play. But, folks, that's going to be it for us for now. But when we come back, we got Rise Nation, Lethal Gaming, CTF Flag Tower. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty World League Championship. We have Rise Nation versus Lethal Gaming, and actually this series is tied up 1-1. Lethal taking the S&D. It was 6-3, I believe, and they're looking good so far going into the CTF, but we'll see, if Rise gets back to form.
Yeah, I think so. To be honest with you, credit to Lethal, they played the Search and Destroy really well and managed to actually slow down Rise, and they started getting first bloods a lot, and that kind of helped them. But even, I think one time they actually didn't get it. One of the rounds they were 3v4, still managed to take it down, and they played it really well. So, yeah, you got to give full credit to Lethal, but it's still Rise Nation, right? It's still Rise.
Yeah.
They should win this. Shouldn't be a problem.
So you see how this one is stacked up. Rise Nation and Lethal already both won their games against Tainted Mind and Crash. So, like it is, this is a matchup between the two of them on who takes first seed and second seed. Now, we don't know how this bracket is stacking up just yet, but this match still has a lot of importance on where you get placed on which side of the bracket. Now, probably coming into this one, they were able to kind of do a mock bracket of their own and say, all right, if we got to win this game because we want to be on this side of the bracket.
Yeah, I think so, but again, for Rise Nation, you should never be anything less than first in a group. You are that good, and Lethal Gaming, obviously, you're a little bit way down on the rankings compared to them. Tainted Minds are a Pro League team. They have had a good tournament. They're going against Brash right now, I believe, but Brash actually kicked off the tournament pretty well. They almost beat Rise Nation in the very first hard point of the tournament, and then just haven't done great after that as well. But
second place in this one will play the first place of Group A. But we know how that Group A has kind of been in,
mental.
Yeah,
Insane,
it is. It's been crazy. We don't know who's going to come out on top between Lightning Pandas, Heretics. We know TK is there as well. In first place of this place, second place of Pool A.
So first place of this place, second place of Pool
A, and then second place of this,
TK.
Which could be TK. Yes.
So we could have a Rise TK first round is what you're telling me.
That is correct. First round of the champ bracket. Yeah, folks, it's getting exciting. This is our last day of group stages. It's Lethal Gaming and Rise Nation, Flag Tower, CTF on board now with TJ Halley. And that's going to be a quick 3 kills for Rise. But on a map like Flag Tower, you got to get that second wave before you can kind of pull that flag and be successful with it. But Ramby spawns up and clears out the base.
He is. Now they have to play a little bit of defense. Gunless is going to just try and make kills here, and if he could, he would have held that long enough for his teammates to come back in, but that wasn't what happened, and now you can actually see Lethal Gaming starting to make some moves on the map, trying to get a little bit further forward. TJ Halley trying to prevent them from getting in that position where they can start to assert pressure to look for a flag pull.
You're going to start to see Looney break out, and he's going to lose that gunfight to Super. Now Gunless pushing on through. He's going to get towards the comms room, looking for his next target. You take a look at the mini-map. He's going to be pressed up by himself for now. His teammates are not in position, but Gunless looking to be annoying and draw some attention towards himself. He's going to find another kill, pull this flag, and now he's causing commotion. Looney is going to start trying to regroup with him and give him a clear lane to bring this flag back to their base. But off the other end, you're going to see Lethal Gaming. They're going to pull a flag as well. Looney looking for his next target. He's going to see Ramby in the mid-map, but TJ is going to be able to take him down. So we're going to be in a stalemate situation for now, but Teddy has something to say about it. Looking to be annoying, looking to take down Gunless, but with a quick flank, he takes down TJ as well. Can he get the final kill? He cannot. Gunless holds off strong, and he's going to start to get some reinforcements soon.
He is as well, and their flag is out and away. Stalemate for both teams here. Now, I've always wondered, who they send out, because a lot of teams like to play 3 defense or 2v defense and send players out to try and sneak through. It looks like Lethal are being pretty aggressive with this stalemate.
I agree. They're gonna be looking for Gunless as well. Gunless, he's kind of staying in the mix though. He isn't too far back in the spawn. He's still watching some lanes as well. Still being active off this active pressure coming in from Lethal Gaming, trying to break into this base. But now you're gonna see TJ and Slasher off on the right end of the map, and here's the glide bomb. That flag's trying to get in, and it's actually gonna go down. This is where the push comes in from Rise Nation to try to get this flag returned. It's picked up by Ramby. Ramby, can he find a kill? He cannot just yet, but Super finds 3. So the flag is still going to be protected in the back of the base.
This is the issue with the stalemate, right? You make 3 kills, nothing happens. All you get is an opportunity to go to their side, see if you can make another 3 kills.
And then they slay you out, and they come back to your side. So it's a little bit of
Back and forth here.
seesaw action
Yeah.
between the two of these teams.
I think if we just concentrate on whoever's going for the aggressive push at the time, like Teddy Rex is now setting himself up in a position to try to get through. Problem being is that Rise Nation right now are not pushing out. What he needs is to slip through the cracks, maybe make 1 or 2 kills and hit that reset. But Rise Nation are playing it very tight to their chest. Like, they're not letting a lot go. There we go. Teddy Rex gets 1. He's now going to beat 2 more to try to get this back. Slash is 1 shot. He's trying to get him. He has got him. It's now 1 versus 1. Him versus Gunless. He's sitting, but he's got no bullets. And he's going to get closed down. But who's that running back?
Zap, he's going to actually get that kill. Zap can't find the next one as well.
So close.
Yes, you know, and he brought out his pistol, but he second-guessed on using it if he wanted to kind of push Gunless with that pistol out. By then, just after that hesitation, the rest of the team of Rise Nation was already moving in that base to secure Gunless' position. But then we had a stalemate since the beginning of this round, and both teams not able to get in and get that return just yet.
Gunless looks like he's made that kill, so now they're going to try and push up.
He has that barrage to use still.
I mean, they could use it if they want to. They're going to try and flush him out. Here they go. It's going to be a big push for Rise. Looking to use that artillery straight to get through. Slasher gets 1. Looks for it. Ramby has to slap a new clip into it, but they are closing him down. They've already closed off part of it. Looking for 1 more, and it's not good enough. That just holds on again.
That was a great try by Rise Nation. They just couldn't get those kills needed. They was hoping that the barrage was gonna. It did kill the player, but he got the flag closer to his teammates in that electric room. So holding off strong. So folks, we will go to an extra. If the clock does reach 0, we will go into 1 minute of extra time as well for both these teams to see if they can get that return and get the first score of this map.
1 more beautiful minute of stalemate. You can see, I think Teddy Rex is the main player for Lethal now.
Yeah, he has been. Ever since I called him out in the first, like, 5 seconds of the game, you know, he has just had a phenomenal series. And he was probably going to have a phenomenal series already until I opened my mouth.
Here we go. Lethal Gaming once more moving into position. 2 versus 4 this will be, because those respawns are going to hit before they can do anything. Ramby and Super, however, Ramby gets 1. Super is going to go down, so Ramby has to make 3 kills now to get it away. He makes the second one, but he's weak and has to back off. Someone's backed him up, though. Who is that who's backed him up? It's Teddy Rex. Teddy Rex is there as well. Teddy Rex comes in with 2, and now they're going to get this one. It's the reset. It's in. Lethal Gaming. The aggression locks it down.
And you guys can't hear it at home, but these players are loud against Rise Nation. They want to beat them. It's a little grudge match between these two teams. Staying aggressive as well. Lethal, they strike first, but folks, this map is not over yet. We're going into the final round. We'll see. We'll see if Rise Nation can get a score on the board, pull away this lead and take this map. Will Lethal Gaming close it out? All right. Gonna be kicking this one off with Zap. And so far, you know, I'm pretty sure both these teams, it's been such methodical gameplay between the two of them. The slightest mistake will be capitalized on, and that's a big double by Looney. He knew, hey, this gives me right to kind of push into his base and try to pull this flag out. But just like the start of the first round, you're gonna see Lethal Gaming push through and get that good defensive stance.
Well, here we go. Back to all square. And you know what? Lethal Gaming, full credit to them. Being more aggressive on CTF usually works. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're just capitalizing every single time they get some kills to stream up the map and put the pressure right back on a Rise. Not work this time though. Rise have flipped the switch. And Super's alive, desperately trying to get out of there, but not quite. And TJ Halley grabs it and runs. He's going straight for it. Not quite able to get away, but I think it's Looney there as well. And they've just smashed, grabbed, and got out of dodge, but not quite far enough.
Both picked off. Gunless is going to be in the room now, and he gets his kill. He can grab the flag and go as well. He's going to actually catch Teddy as well. That's 3, but Super off the spot is able to beam down Gunless, and he gets a double. Gonna die for the return, and he gets it halfway to that glide bomb, but he's going to die to Looney. And just when you thought Rise can get away, Lethal responds.
How much work does Gunless have to do to get a flag out? Super stops him dead. It was so close, you know. I thought after he made that 3rd kill on Teddy Rex, he was home free. Not quite, though.
All right, so now TJ is going to be getting some intel towards mid-map. You got a few Rise Nation players starting to spawn up now and starting to push out of their spawn. Teddy finds another double, so at this point, Rise knows how close this game has been in the back and forth. They're going to have to defend this base. They're going to have to clear out the rest of these Lethal Gaming members in the spawn, and they're going to do so. It's just one left, and that was Teddy. So they know that their base is going to be cleared out. So you can see all those arrows pointing towards the top of that mini-map, trying to get aggressive on Lethal Gaming. But these guys, they've been making great defensive stands as well.
All right, here we go. Rise, ready to make a push. Hammer meets Anvil. Can they get into this enough? Now, Looney makes that first kill. TJ Halley makes another kill. They're trying to get in. Rex is slowing it down. Rex again slows down Rise Nation. It's still a 2v2, but it's an advantage to Lethal Gaming as they're going to end up having the spawns come in here, and they're going to have to make this as well. Gunless is there. Gunless gets one. Super versus Gunless, and it's Slasher who ends up getting this one out, and that flag should now be home thanks to the pressure from Rise Nation.
Yeah, this one should be a cap. So Rise, they're going to get their first flag cap on the board. Nobody from Lethal Gaming will be able to contest this one. So, folks, we got a tie game now. We'll see if Rise can get another one out or if Lethal's going to respond with the counter cap.
Right, let's see if they can do that. Slasher's about to go down. Ramby looking for it. Pre-firing everything he needs to, except the actual place he should be shooting.
So the mid-map is going to be open now. Rise, they're going to have a lane on that left side of the map to be able to push through and get some better map positioning, but they know that as soon as they spawn up, they got to double back towards that spawn and just make sure they clear out the rest of these members. So they got tabs in on everybody. Number 8, Ramby, he's going to be the closest to being able to get some pressure in on that flag. Woo. He's going to be able to get that kill. He's going to be -4 so far in this matchup, but, you know, you've had Teddy and Super get a lot of work done in this one. On the flip side, it's been Gunless on the other end. Now, look at Rise. You know, pretty much all their players were negative just a second ago, but just besides Gunless, and they stayed in this one. Like you said before, you know, he's going to need a little bit more help on this one.
I'll be honest there, TJ Halley didn't particularly like that play. He knew his teammates had gone down, he knew where they were, and he was pretty much hoping for a miracle, essentially. He didn't have the backup, so he ran in trying to get away. I would have liked to see him maybe try to just pick up a kill or two.
Yeah.
Just hold off, wait till your teammates spawn back up, make a kill or two. Worst case scenario, you slow down the enemy team so they can't do exactly what they're doing now, which is pulling the flag. However, Ramby is desperately trying to help his teammate. They're both dipping out of here. Can they make it all the way?
You're going to see Gunless. He's set up mid-map. He's going to get some shots in on Teddy. He's going to take him out, but here comes Ramby trying to be the hero. Nobody's going to be in position to stop Rise from returning this flag back to base, but Super does win that engagement now. So tied up 1-1. We'll see if we go into overtime. 26 seconds left in this one. Here comes Lethal pushing out of the base. Slasher, he gets a kill. Zap trades off as well. 3v3. Pressure towards the comms room of Lethal Gaming, but with 15 seconds left on the clock,
this is big.
It's looking like we may go into OT.
One last swing.
Guys can get this touch. 9 seconds.
Going for it. They're going for it. They're trying to get Teddy Rex there on the floor. Teddy Rex gets one. He's stopping them again. Rex! Honestly, call this guy the goalkeeper because he is just stopping everything.
You can't get past him. You just can't get past them. And Teddy, he has been a catalyst for this team so far in this matchup, the catalyst of their success at that. And we'll see going into overtime who's going to end up closing this one out.
Unbelievable. Like, so many times we've just, you know, seen it come down to Rise are in a great position, and Teddy Rex, he's just there. He's just in the great position to stop them down. But here we go, overtime. So if you don't know overtime, it basically works like this. Both teams will start again. We get 5 minutes on the clock. If you capture a flag, that clock stops, the sides switch, and the team without a flag has that time to get their own flag back. If they beat the time, they win. If they don't, they lose.
All right, it's as simple as that, folks.
Didn't sound that simple.
Look at the aggressor. All 4 members of Lethal Gaming in the spawn of Rise Nation. They're going to flank the back end and pick up the kills that they need. You got Zap drawing some attention, but the question is, where was the rest of his teammates when they were being that aggressive? It looks like a few of them kind of dropped back and was watching the spawns towards the side of the base of Rise Nation. So it looked like a good opportunity for Lethal Gaming there for a while, but you know, they don't get nothing out of it.
They don't, and Rise Nation now going to try and take their own swing at it. They know they're going to have to make another wave of kills. It's not long enough for them to just get it in and get it out. So there we go. Looney goes straight onto the flag. He managed to rip it here. Looking for his teammates to back him up so they can punch a hole to get through. Zap just gets one, though. Slasher just on Overwatch. And that flag is home,
Teddy.
But it's the goalkeeper. It's Teddy Rex. Is he going to counterpull or is he going to wait? He's going to wait. He's going to wait, and they know he's through as well. There's 2 people there. It's not good enough from him this time, and that will be home in a time of 1. Oh, no, wait, he's going to switch it.
Oh, they want to get at the streaks.
Yeah, I like that.
Close to streaks, so they know that it's not over yet. They're just setting the first time, and we'll see how much time is going to be on the clock as well.
120?
Do you agree with him? Oh, he fully streaked them out too as well.
Yeah, I agree with him 100%.
No, not that. I was going to say Teddy waiting for those guys to kind of wrap around that corner before he pulled the flag.
It's difficult, right? Because it's always that call. Do you just pull it and try to get out of there? And I think what he was worried about was timing. Like, if he grabbed it and run, he may have been shot in the back.
Okay. All right. So we got under a minute now for Lethal to tie this one up and send us to another round of overtime. But Slasher made sure he got all those streaks. And using his fighter pilot, he's not going to get anything out of that one just yet.
TJ Halley just doing absolute work. Shuts down 2 as well. And they brought in the fighter pilot. I think they still have full streak. So 36 seconds left here for Lethal Gaming. Artillery coming in as well. They're just dropping everything they can to slow this one down. And it's up to Lethal Gaming now. This is the last swing. All 4 players have to be up and they have to go. One more glide bomb in from Slasher.
And he's going to end up trying to, he might, at first I thought he was going to end up getting Super.
Yeah.
Yep, he is going to be able to get one. So Super's going to be in the base, and he's going to fall to Gunless as well. It's number 6. It's Teddy. He's going to be the closest, but he's going to fall, folks. This is all going to be Rise Nation. Lethal cannot get across the map quick enough to get that flag cap, and they recognize it as well. Rise Nation goes up 2-1 in this series.
I just want to point something else out there that at the end of the game that we kind of glossed over. That glide bomb that come in, he went for Ramby, but he called out the other 2 players on the map because they got shut down straight away.
Yeah.
Like, so I thought that was really good, just a very clever use of his glide bomb. Got the kill, and just went, hey, by the way, one's coming through mid, one's starting middle as well.
Yep.
You got that.
Just working that intel, folks, using that glide bomb to its fullest potential. But Rise, they take control over this series once again, going into our next hardpoint map number 4. I forget what map it is, but we'll see what it is soon. It's going to be St. Marie Dumont, and so close series so far. Even though Rise had, they pretty much kind of ran away with that first map a little bit. You saw Lethal getting some good time on that Valkyrie, but, Lethal, they picked it up. They got that confidence. We'll see if Rise can put the nail in the coffin, or will we go into a Game 5 on Ardent Forest?
We'll certainly find out. I'll be perfectly honest with you here. I'm going to lean towards Rise.
Yeah, Rise on that.
I've led towards Rise the entire game, but there is a very obvious reason for that, and I don't feel like sugarcoating it. Rise are the higher ranked team.
Yep.
They're the more consistently higher placing team.
They've won three events this season so far, I believe. Yep.
Was it 2? Because they didn't do the 3, I think.
No, because they didn't do 3 in a row.
Oh, okay, no,
they didn't do 3 in a row, but they do have 3. So Rise, hey, that's why I said when you said earlier that these teams are in tiers, that Rise is at the top of that tiers, right? Yeah. Up in there with Rise, Red, and TK. So these guys definitely one of the favorites to take this tournament, but Lethal is giving them a run for their money so far. We'll see. Rise comfortably.
Yeah.
2-1 advantage. They should be going into, St. Marie Dumont firing off on all cylinders, but Lethal, they're not folding. They're not folding, though.
I think realistically, Rise Nation, this is like their hard point. Mm-hmm. However, I will say very good performances from people on Lethal Gaming. Teddy Rex, Super's been playing super well. Just a massive pun. I can't stop saying that either. But they've been playing well, but on the other side, great plays from Rise Nation. Yeah, and more importantly, great plays from Slasher. Slasher said to be, the best AR in the league. And, it shows on how much, on how he controls those lanes and how he dominates his opponents. Slasher, has been an MVP this season, and it's clear why. Yeah, I think so. And he's a player that everybody kind of looks at and says, you know what, this guy's going to go off this tournament as well. And a lot of people are saying, he's one of the big factors in Rise's success. Just the way he's consistently doing work for his team. They don't have to really worry about his position. He's just solid. Did Slasher start the season off on Rise? I'm not sure if he did. I'm talking about in Dallas. Oh, right. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll be honest with you. I think he was on Envy to start off. Yeah. But I was talking about so far how they've been performing, because Rise has been second in the last 2 tournaments. Yeah. Ever since he's joined the roster, he's made that big impact. You know, it hasn't just been something that clicked. Slasher, like you said, was the catalyst of Rise having this much success. Ever since they did make that roster change, just having that Slasher and Gunless on the same team. Actually, TJ as well too. So. Yeah, I think so. So, I don't know if you want to disagree with me here, Blaze, but probably not. I'm being. Hey, you can disagree with me if you want. It's perfectly fine. What were you going to say? I just think that this is in the bag. I think Rise have got this.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, Bryce. I am gonna disagree with you. You know why? Because I'm always a fan of the underdog, and Lethal has shown a lot of fight in this one, and I don't think they're gonna fold over just yet. They really want to come out with this #1 seed. They've had the intensity that they needed all matchup as well. So I'm gonna call it. We're going to Game 5 actually.
All right, well, let's see if that plays out. Right now, Lethal Gaming are doing the work. They are first in and have got the points on the board, but as always, it is just the middle hard point, always contested, and it's always about that second rotation.
Always contested, but not now. You got Teddy once again locking it in. You know, you see Lethal trying to get some good angles and take down Ryzen. They got the majority of these points as well. It looks like they're going to walk away with the winners of this one, winners of this hill, based off the amount of points that's left in it. But I was going to say, this is where you don't want to get too overzealous in this hill, because you have the spawns for the next rotation at Winery. Make sure you lock them in. And we saw Ramby, he got into a position a few moments ago. So they're going to have this hill locked down. They're going to have the spawns in the back locked down as well. Let's see how Lethal Gaming can hold down this Winery hill, because that's a money hill for some teams.
As well, and it's going to be Lethal Gaming who have the advantage at the moment. Teddy Rex putting work onto the board as they look to keep them out of that backfield. However, Rise now looking to push that spawn out. Ramby spraying with the bar, looking for TJ Halley, gets one as well. And it is going to be them just pushing the lanes out here. Rise unable to get a foothold at all as they come into this one. You can see them just stacking now for the spawn, but it's Ramby. Ramby tries to get it, not quite able to do any more though. Rise now have the number advantage as they pick off 3 and get this back. However, with 20 seconds left to go,
I was just about to
if you're
say.
Lethal Gaming, you're good.
And you're going to see they're going to spawn down low towards the parking lot. So, okay, watch those lanes get set up once again. You're going to have a play over there towards Lookout Post as well. Looking to get some shots in on this transition. That's Teddy locking down that side. Actually, sorry, that's Super locking down that side. And he's going to find 1 kill but falls as well. So the spawns coming in for the back map for Lethal, but they knew that was coming. They're going to have Ramby inside this hill. We'll see if Rise can break on through this time.
Well, right now, Gunless
got that flank, yeah.
However, he's waiting. He's playing this very, very patient because he knows it's impactful. But they might know because Super's just spawned way out. So they're probably going to know that this is incoming here from Gunless. Gunless picks off 1 as well. Looking for that last player in there. It's Teddy Rex holding down the hill. And it's allowing his teammates to scream back in here. Not quite enough. Teddy Rex staying alive, just doing all of the work. But it eventually falls as Rise Nation get a toehold back into this.
And you're going to see Lethal actually contest it again, but TJ, he's got 1 more kill to pick up on Super. Super finds Looney, and there you go. TJ's going to find that last one on him as well. But, you know, you kind of saw Lethal, not Lethal, but Rise, when Gunless pushed towards that back end, he ended up getting some spawns for his team there after they got slayed out of the front, so he was able to quickly contest it once again. But still, Lethal, with the slight 20-point lead, Rise is going to be the first to set up on Lookout Post. But the question is, can he hold it? And as I said, that's
no.
kills
The answer
going in
is
favor for Lethal.
They cannot. Lethal Gaming still taking the lead. And to be fair, they've actually been in the lead the entire way through this game.
Yep.
They've looked in a really good position. So complete props to them. Slasher gets 2, but Teddy also gets 2. And it just seems like Teddy is absolutely on one for this team right now. 14 kills, the most in the game. Can he continue?
I like this guy. I'm gonna have to put a face to the name when this game's over with as well. Teddy, another double kill. That's 3 in a row for Lethal. They're gonna get the call outs as well, but most importantly, they get in the points off this Lookout Post. So we're about to go into our second rotation of Hills. It's about to go back towards Restaurant, and you got Super at top Restaurant, which we like to call top red as well. And he's gonna get killed by Slasher. So Rise Nation looking to have control, but as I said, Ramby gets 1. Ramby's looking for the second. He can't win that gunfight with Looney.
Certainly cannot. And now Lethal Gaming have the advantage as we go into our second set of rotations.
They got the spawns on the side of the map that they want to as well.
Gunless picking up 2, but right now they're actually being locked down, which means we could see Rise Nation take the lead here on this hill as they are struggling. Teddy Rex tries to hit the flank, not quite able to get anywhere with that one. Rise Nation in complete control. Fortunately, it's going to be about 20 seconds before they even have to think about rotation either. So they're just sitting pretty right now. Yeah,
Lethal can't waste much time on this one. Trying to put they need to get the kills as soon as possible. Super's going to take out his teammate as well. Need to be careful and not let these spawns flip on him. And with Slasher being as aggressive as he is, he may flip these spawns, but he's actually going to die now. But 17 points left in this one. You're going to have a few players go in to contest Restaurant. You're going to have the rest move over to rotate early and lock down Winery. But the most important thing to take away is that, yeah, you know, Rise, they got some points in the back of this one. But if you're playing a lethal game, you got to say, hey, we still got the lead. Hit the early rotation. Yep. We'll build it up a little bit more. Even though it's a slight lead, a lead is a lead. And like you said, they haven't lost the lead this entire map so far.
They haven't. They're very good at holding these hills once they get into the rotation here. But we've got a little bit of chaos spawns coming in. T-Rex and Zapdos are miles away now. They have to make these kills.
That's the glide bomb
coming in. They're actually calling it in, and Looney does get one kill. All Rise are spawning close, so they should now take control.
Zap found 2 as well. And he's got the pressure coming in towards that, off that dirt road. And he's going to find 3 in that hill. And the kills come in favor of Lethal Gaming with 26 seconds left on this one. Rise trying to see if they want to make that decision to push on through. But Looney found a smooth double kill. Rise is going to move on for the early setup this time. And this is actually the first hill that Rise is able to get that early rotation on and get set up on before Lethal Gaming.
Yeah, they could do with a big hold here as well, because Lethal Gaming look like they are not rolling over in the slightest for this one. And there we go. There's the first kind of few kills coming in, and they're pushing these lanes out really well. They already know that they're spawning them miles away. Looney as well has a glide bomb in his pocket, so he can use that whenever he needs to. This is a good hill to use it on as well. Yeah,
it is. It's going to be an open hill, not a lot of cover on it. Not any cover whatsoever, actually, on this parking lot hill. You see Gunless trying to hold strong, keep his feet planted, but he's going to fall. Now, here comes all the Lethal Gaming players funneling through Radio Tower, and Rise is fully aware of it. They're going to all start, you know, focusing on this location. They're going to pick up 2 kills there, trying to take out Super as well. Slash is getting aggressive. He moves in. He cleans them up. He can't get the second, though. And now that's, once again, 3 more kills for Zap. And he's, you know, he is negative now, but he's got a lot of impactful kills that Lethal was able to transition into big points.
Yeah. See Looney doing big work again, actually, as we hit the respawn. He's 22 and 14 right now, just doing absolute work. But interesting thing about that, Rise Nation held on to that hard point the entire way through, even though they had to leave it occasionally, or were just killed in it, so they didn't get the full points they could have done. But, again, rotation to Lethal Gaming.
Lethal, like it is, they haven't lost the lead yet. And by Rise playing from behind, Lethal has always had that cushion to get the early rotation and get set up before them. And so far, so good for Lethal Gaming. If they stay at this pace, they will win the game. But, you know, things can change late game.
They are, and again, this is another big hold from Lethal Gaming. Just completely not allowing Rise to get a toe hold in, to get close. They're just keeping their points up every single time. They always see that first part of the hill, allows them to get so many points through. However, TJ Halley now comes through. Finally, Rise get back into the hill, but it's the same story. They lose 40 points and then get 20 at the end. Not even this case, they've lost the scrap time.
Gunless, ooh, could not find that kill on Super. So, the points, the rest of the scrap time goes in favor of Lethal Gaming, so Rise is going to be set up on Restaurant before Lethal, but TJ falls. Looney's going to be upstairs. He's going to win that good engagement against Zap. Slash is controlling the bottom. That nade's not going to be able to do any damage to him. He's just waiting for the rest of the team to get there. Number 6, he's trying to cause some commotions outside, and they're going to find 2 kills, find 3, and Lethal breaks through, and they're going to start picking up these points.
Certainly are, and again, Lethal in complete control of this match the entire way from start to end. Rise Gaming, if you have another gear, you're going to need to shift into it, because what you've been doing so far, it's good, but not good enough.
Super's going to get found out by Gunless, but the rest of that time goes in favor, and they flip the spawns too. They flip the spawns off of Rise, off the top. That was Super. You know, he ended up spawning up there, so that he lucked out on that one. But now, Lethal Gaming is going to say, hey, 13 seconds, everybody back up. We already spawned where we want to be. Start setting up, and we'll see if Rise can break it before we get these last 30 points.
Well, Rise have really struggled to actually break this hill pretty much every single time. Even when they started getting close spawns, they were just struggling to keep all the kills going down. And now, as we go into Winery, they're struggling once again. A few kills come in now. They actually have got a player in, but he's going to go down. It's all spawns for Lethal Gaming as they desperately try to cling on and not allow Rise to get in here, because they can end the game right now.
They can. Ramby using that glide bomb. He finds a kill. He knows where these last 2 players in Winery are. He knows where the spawns are coming in for Rise Nation. It's coming in from the lookout post. He's able to at least find 1 more kill. He's going to see if Zach can get in and trade out with him. Zach cannot, but Teddy is in position. He falls to Looney. And just back and forth action, but still nobody able to get control over this hill just yet. And Lethal contesting Rise, not giving them anything easy. And Lethal says, hey, this is, we got the lead. Hit that early rotation once again. We're going to just keep getting these points and keep trading off this hill time. Like I said, eventually going to win. Lethal has not lost the lead in this series, in this map since the start of it.
They haven't, and Rise Nation completely just dropped that hill and went. So it's like, we need to hit this rotation. It's a hard hill to break, and here comes a stack from both teams. Rise Nation ready to go in. They've seen one player on the floor, not able to get it. It's already coming, but 3 go down, looking for it, 4 go down. Rise Nation rip that hill out of the fingers of Lethal Gaming.
This is where if you're on Lethal Gaming, where you start to get a little nervous, but you really shouldn't get nervous because you've controlled this the entire time, but they just can't rotate early, right? They still need to contest this and not give up these points to Rise. Rise finds a quick 2 kills. They keep control over this one, and now Lethal has some big decisions to make. Rise gets all of this time. They will have their first lead of this map, but Zap finds a key one. Ramby finds one as well. This could be it. Gunless is going to get sandwiched and caught out, but as I say that, he did manage to find a kill before that sandwich came through.
Right,
you got to give him the rest of the scrap time. You got to play for lookout post and hope to end it now. This is going to come down to the wire.
Teddy Rex is actually just playing what I like to call hook, where you just wait for somebody to fall into your trap. But they don't have the rotation here, Rise Nation. They've brought this game back within 3 points as we head into the next hill. And it's Lethal Gaming who've got all the kills coming down. And that is going to be disastrous. Rise Nation on the cusp of losing this game. They have to break in within 10 seconds. They don't have the time. They have to go. But they're there. Zapdos shuts them down. And that may be it. We're going to a map 5 surely as they desperately try to get in. It's done. 2-2. Map 5. Here we go.
Told you, Brycey.
That's right, actually, yeah.
I got faith in the underdogs. But most importantly, it's not, I'm going to tell it to you like this. It's not always about the numbers. It's not always about the numbers. Sometimes you just got to take it into account the vibe that's just in this room right now. And from the start of the series, after every map win, you just heard, I could just hear Lethal Gaming over here, and I could just feel their energy that they wanted to try to push this one on to the distance and try to take out this Rise Nation team. And they have all the confidence in the world because especially with them, they know we already qualified to move through towards that champ bracket, right? There's no pressure on us. Just relax, have fun, play our game, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're getting a lot of confidence off this matchup for now, but it'll be a lot more confidence if they can actually close it out and win it.
It certainly will. Well, we'll find out. We're about to go to map 5, but we're taking a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's Rise Nation versus Lethal Gaming, and we're going to a Game 5. I'm Blaze, joining Brycey on this cast.
What up?
You ready to get this one on? Did you expect it to go Game 5?
I did not.
You did not.
I did not. All right, well, speaking of which, it's already a 3 versus 4. Zapdos has ended up dying and dropping that bomb right by Fire Tank, which is now overwatched by Looney.
Okay, just want to let you guys know at home as well so we can set the stage for this matchup. The winner plays Team Caliber first in the championship bracket.
Ridiculous.
Is that a win?
That's a win for us watching. I know that much.
Yeah, right? That's
a grand final in the first match.
That's a win for the fans, okay? So I'm actually don't know who I want to win this one if you actually think about it, because I would love a nice Rise Nation and TK matchup to start off the champ bracket. But Lethal Gaming and TK still could be a... Oh, he almost lined up both of those.
You can't get much more people on the map there to actually end up shooting, but Super gets a snap there, looking for it as well. They're trying to close in on him here, but because he's got a sniper, none of them are actually rushing to challenge him.
They're respecting them, though. They just giving him the respect.
Oh, he's called it. Slash is now going to challenge because TJ Hadley's called it out. Yeah, that was really easy. TJ Hadley, I love that.
Yeah.
Jumping up and down behind the rock, he's like, it's very difficult for you to snipe me, but if you move, I can tell Slasher.
Exactly, right? Just hopping over that and getting that intel for his team. But that's going to be a good first round for Rise Nation. But the one thing I noticed is that even with them having that man advantage, they played it super slow. They said, hey, we're going to respect this guy. It's been a close series. That's the reason why we're in this Game 5 currently. And we'll see who's going to end up closing this one out. Once again, like I said, the winner plays TK in the first round of the championship bracket. And also in the pool, Heretics is up 2-0 against Lightning Pandas. So I believe Heretics, if they close that one out, whoever wins that matchup is going to end up coming out first.
That's insane. That really isn't.
One comes out first, and the other one actually, they go home.
Well, let's have a little look here how this one's going to play out. Because Rise Nation, again, have a great start coming in. It will be a 1v4 for Ramby.
Now, Ramby, can he make a statement in this one? Rise has made these last 2 rounds just look easy.
I mean, there's not an awful lot he can do.
There's not much at all he can do. He's just trying to find something. And what has been the key success of Rise just making these first few rounds just look as easy as they have been?
I think maybe just they're being a bit more aggressive. It looks like Lethal Gaming playing a little bit around like sniper plays and cuts and such, and it's not really working out for them yet. That doesn't say it won't work out. It's not a bad tactic, and we may see them continue to do it. I'd love to see if Super's pulling a sniper again and see how that ends up working out. He's not actually.
So he's not going to have it for the initial.
So it looks like a bit of a fast push. It wouldn't surprise them to see all Flood B.
But I will say that Slasher's on a 4 streak. So he's getting closer to those score streaks, and we'll see if he can lock those in and get any more kills on this round. And that's going to be 2 quick kills for Lethal Gaming. Now, if you're Slasher and see if Gunners can make the play, even the odds, but at the same time, play safe. You're on a 4 streak right now, and you don't want to lose that. Yeah, you got to play your life. But I think Lethal's going to have to hunt him down.
I think
they should hunt him down.
I think this is, in fact, the entire case of, yes, I will play my life. Also, quick update while we're watching Slasher play the clock down. I've been told that Lightning Pandas just won map 3.
Okay.
So it's 2-1 to Heretics.
All right, there you go. And Slash like it is, because he's only 90 points away from that glide bomb. He's going to lose that gunfight against Super, and that's an important one. Because you don't want to give anybody on Rise Nation any streaks to work with. And I do believe it was a stat on Slash. I think I remember Chan saying it, or JP, something about whenever Slasher gets streaks, it's like an 85% win percentage for these guys or something like that. It was some crazy stat line. But... and this one,
that is a crazy stat line.
Yeah.
But again, like it's one of those ones where it's maybe correlation, not causation. Like if he's getting streaks, he's already playing well. So it's one of those where
Smokes 3 nades off the top as well. They're gonna actually be able to catch Ramby off guard. So, man advantage, Rise Nation slowly trying to push through. Teddy's in a power position. Oh, Looney. And he gets some help from TJ. All going to be up to Zap, and he's going to fall as well. Good reaction time by Looney.
It certainly was. That was kind of a blitzkrieg round, I want to call it. That was over very fast.
And you see Super fall in there. And those are, 3-1 currently in favor of Rise Nation.
Well, let's see whether or not they can continue this here. Because we said this about the last Search and Destroy. You remember that, Rise Nation started off really well, and then Lethal Gaming just went back to back. They full-on draked it.
And so also, too, at the same time, that, hey, I'm super happy, honestly, that Rise is actually just dominating this matchup, because I get to see, if they win, I get to see a Rise TK in the champ bracket, so that's going to be a fun one. But Teddy, he finds a double in this one. Rise Nation evens the odds. Now a 2v1 in favor of Lethal Gaming. They're not trying to let this one spiral out of control just yet. And they're going to win the gunfight. Rambi taking down Slasher. So Lethal adds another round onto the board.
That aggressive push for them into B for Lethal Gaming is actually paying dividends right now. Every single time they do it, like Teddy Rex picked up a 2-piece, instant kind of securing B, and then you actually, as Rise, have to kind of break back in, and you have numerical disadvantage. It's never a great position to be in when that happens, and Rise right now, the issue they're actually going to have when they go back on the defense is, do we try to commit more players or change up to what they're doing?
Yeah.
But what if they end up changing now because they've already done it twice? There's a conversation that has to have. Someone has to call that shot. Which way do we go?
Woo! And you're going to see them. They're going to start to break through. So far, 44, Looney trying to get first blood in this round, and he will against Teddy. And Looney's going to get in position on top of the bomb. Going to make sure his teammate has a lane. And you're going to start to see Lethal Gaming group up towards the back of these ruins. About his tank. Now they're going to try to push through together. Looney being a first line of defense. He's going to fall to super. Gunless is going to back up a little bit. Rise is still in a power position. Looking to go up. Can Lethal tie this one up 3-3? No kills just yet. And Slasher actually finds one off the flank. So you saw Zap try to get a little overzealous towards the mid-map and make a play for the team.
I really actually like what Lethal Game are doing right now. They're shoulder peeking everything, and that is preventing Rise from planning or doing anything around this bomb site. Now they've brought it back to a 2 versus 2. Rise are kind of flummoxed right now. They're like, we wanted to plant B. We had B control. Fortunately, there is another bomb site. They've dipped away and got to it. And it means that Slasher just has to kind of slow them down a little bit here.
So they're making that heads-up play now, and bomb will get planted. 40 seconds left on the clock. TJ is going to find Rambi, and he's actually going to be able to beam him, taking him down all up to super. Can he clutch up in this situation?
It's not an impossible ask.
But it's just going to be very difficult against this Rise Nation team.
There we go, super. Looking for that first goal. Sees TJ Halley. TJ Halley is going to get out of there, and they're going to try and cut him down when he comes in. TJ versus Slasher. Now, 18 seconds left to go. Can he make this one? No. Ooh. Halley holds it down.
Barely. Barely. But you just see Super almost clutching that one up. So, I did get some info.
Okay.
So, like you said, Heretics was up 2 on that series, and they lost. And they end up losing towards the Lightning Pandas. But if Heretics loses this next map, even if they go to Game 5, Lightning Pandas will still progress on in that first spot.
Oh, wow.
So Heretics is in a must-win situation on the hard point.
Yeah.
It's not even a 5-match
watch it yet. Stay here. We've only got a few more rounds to go.
Because we're trying to see who's going to end up playing TK. The winner of this will, if you're just joining us.
All right.
And Rise is going to find 2 kills in this round to start.
It looks like it's Rex in a 1 versus 3, and he goes down 5-2 now to Rise Nation versus Lethal. And it's interesting that we're talking about this because technically the winner of this gets what I like to call a harder game. They play TK.
Yeah.
Like, how crazy it is. You win this game, go first in your group, and you're playing TK straight out of the bracket.
And yeah, Rise, hey, they don't matter. Rise they don't care who they play, but a nice little rematch of our Stage 2 playoffs to kick off the champ bracket in Nationwide Arena. You already know that's going to be on the main stage. If that match isn't on the main stage,
we're going to make a bigger stage.
Yeah. We need something new. Like, hey, you know what? Let's just construct another one.
I've heard the main stage is looking incredible.
I hear it's beautiful. And we got the best in the game designing that.
All right, well, this round is kicking off. Teddy Rex opens it up on Looney. Slasher gets one back, and Halley takes down Teddy Rex. And now it's a 1 versus 3. Rambi, can he do anything here? It's all for the top of the group. He fails. Rise Nation take this one. 6-2, 3-2 in series score. And they're top of the group. They're playing TK tomorrow.
Oh, but wait, folks, don't go anywhere because there's more.
It ain't over.
We're about to actually hop into the Lightning Pandas game versus Heretics, okay? So we can